Yo, it is another edition of the Habs Podcast, sponsored by Miller Lite, official partner of the Philadelphia Phillies. Tastes like Miller Time, Philadelphia. Celebrate responsibly. Jack, here's where I'd like to start. How you doing, by the way? Nice to see you. Even though you didn't, brave the weather to come in, you're doing it from home, but that's fine.
Nothing to do with the weather, more about the timing.
No, I know. You're coming in later today. I know. Let's start with your tweet. We don't usually start with a tweet of yours, but nice. I have to. You tweeted, and I'm paraphrasing, something to the effect of, no more sulking.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yeah.
I would like to know, did you confer with your co-host before you tweeted that out? Because I was planning on sulking this whole show. How you doing, pal? What's going on?
No, I didn't. I made an official show statement that I knew you did not agree with at all.
Yeah,
so
right.
No, I'm just like, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm sick of it. I'm back in. I can't wait. We're under 2 weeks from pitchers and catchers. We got the truck day announcement yesterday with all the hot dogs and all that. Come on, man. Honestly, you know what it is, James? I think because it's 8.
Happy.
Oh,
you think what?
I think because it's 8 degrees out,
yeah.
I really miss baseball. And I think that has a majority of to do with it. But I am genuinely excited about hopefully watching Justin Crawford turn into an everyday player for this team. We get to see Andrew Painter start every 5th day for this team. The World Baseball Classic's right around the corner. Aiden Miller's top 10 prospect in all of baseball. So I think the biggest thing that has happened with me is after the Bichette thing, I think the Bichette thing was our chance to win the World Series. I still don't really feel World Series. So what you're seeing is a lowering of the expectations to where I can still enjoy the baseball.
I see what you're doing. Honestly, I'm jealous. I'm very jealous of you because
thank you.
I mean, that is a very healthy way to go about this. I am despondent about the Phillies every day.
Still?
I'm giving an F grade on WIP, and the camera's like, how could you possibly give an F? Like, they got worse. This is the biggest offseason of this run, and they got worse.
It's a C. It's at least a C. It's at least
a
C.
F minus.
It's not an F minus. It's not an F minus. And a C.
Oh my God.
It's a strong C. It's a strong C. I'm not gonna go C+, but it's a strong C. This is where we're at. This is the title of the podcast. Is the Phillies offseason a C or an F minus? Which is it? Which is it closer to? It sounds like a winner. Tucker, write it down.
He did. I got the thumbs up from Tucker.
Good. So, I mean, just the belly aching about Harrison Bader, who I love. I love Harrison Bader. But my goodness, you would have thought they let Mike Trout walk out the door with the conversation of how could they possibly? A guy is a 650 OPS for the last 4 years. How could they?
Luckily they signed someone who had a 650 OPS last 2 years, so they got that going for him.
But here's the difference. I'm glad you brought that up. At one point, he did not have a 650 OPS.
3 years ago, he was great.
Yeah. Great. So the reality of the Bader thing is, had he been willing to accept that deal on December 15th or whatever,
he'd probably be a Philly.
He'd be a Philly. But they had to make different plans. I still would have given the 2-year deal. I would have been fine giving the 2-year deal.
Yeah, easily, happily done it.
The thing that I've really talked myself into with that one, with the Bader thing, is they do have to figure out if Justin Crawford can play center field or not, because it is the best outcome for them. Now, personally,
long term,
yes. Like, personally, I think he's a left fielder, but he is a center fielder type profile.
Sure.
Bat-wise.
He's fast enough, athletic enough, all that stuff, yes. And bat-wise, for sure. He is not a left fielder bat-wise.
No, although it is crazy. Like, the left field position has just changed so much from when me and you grew up, where it's like Burles in left. And,
yeah.
I mean, according to the Shredder on MLB Network, like, Jarren Duran's the #1 left fielder in baseball, and Brandon Marsh is 10.
Yeah, it's wild.
So the position has just changed to where it used to be you need a big lumbering, power hitting, right-hander. And now it's kind of not that. Actually, the whole outfield's kind of that way.
Yeah, it has. You're right.
Where maybe right field still has the big power guy, but really outfield defense and speed and put a lot of the power guys are in the infield now. So that's kind of just been a change in baseball. So maybe Crawford from that standpoint, but if he can play center field, it does help them out a ton. And him playing center field at 22 years old, you give him the next 2 years. If Bader comes back, he's blocking that position for 2 years, and you won't know for a couple of years whether or not that Crawford can do it. At least by not re-signing Harrison Bader, you can figure out and know for sure. And by the way, you can trade for Harrison Bader at the deadline. And if he
when the Giants are out of it,
if he cannot,
you don't think your guy Vitello is going to have him winning games?
Tony V, I'm excited for Tony V.
I know, that's why I said it.
Yeah, he's gonna be. It's the closest comp to. I mean, obviously, but the closest comp to Chip Kelly that we'll see.
Yeah.
Now he's not revolutionizing the sport like Chip theoretically was, but from the standpoint of hot shot college coach coming into the league without really there being a precedent for it.
Yeah.
I mean, like Pat Murphy was a college coach, but like so was Pete Carroll and whatnot. Like Chip Kelly was never a big leaguer kind of thing. So yeah, I can't wait for Tony V. But they do have to figure out if Crawford can play center field or not. It's an experiment. We'll see. But it is really important. And I'm sure that they were, they've almost resigned themselves to that when I'm sure were presented with a possibility of matching the Harrison Bader contract.
Yeah, look, I get it. And I'm
going to make you feel so good by the end of this podcast. I'm letting you know. I'm going to turn your whole day around.
You have to keep trying. Look, I will say, I mean, adjusting your expectations is the key to all this, but I don't want to adjust my expectations. Like this whole run is like, let's win a World Series. Now it's like, guess what, guys? We're not winning the World Series. We have very expensive players in their mid-30s and heading into their late 30s, but we are not winning the World Series right now. So let's focus on other things. Like that's what you're telling me. Like I know.
Well, I got another one for you.
I
got another one for you. How about this for a take? 215-592-9494. I would argue Justin Crawford, Andrew Painter, Aiden Miller, Gage Wood, Dante Nori, Matt Fisher, Arun Escobar, Francisco Renteria more important than Harper, Schwarber, Turner?
I don't think there's any question.
No doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Me at least. Yes, no doubt. Yeah, I'm a 2031 Phils. Let's go. I mean, I think we're back to this
all day. Even the 2028 Phils. Like 2026, we'll see. 2027, I don't know what the sport's going to look like. Hopefully it's fine. But you get Aiden up this year. Crawford's up. Painter's up. Maybe Gage Wood. And then 35 and 35-year-old Bryson Trey. Come on, man. You get carried to the title.
It doesn't feel like we're building this the right way, Jack. Come on.
Well, it's either going to go one of two ways, really, by the way that they're building it. Either they come up and the kids are like the next Rollins, Utley, Howard, and Hamels, and you're like, holy cow, this is sustainable, or they're not that good.
Yeah.
And
it's the 2012 to 2022 again, or 21. Yeah. 22.
They're not that bad.
No.
Like that, but
again, they are in a situation where and we talked about this in the offseason and kind of how they were set up, and it's playing out to the extremes of you're looking at a team where they just re-signed Schwarber and JT 3 and 5 years, and Harper and Turner. Like you're gonna have, to your point you just said, like you're gonna have a lot of 35, 36-year-old type guys playing with 22 and 23 guys. It's just a weird way to build a team is all.
It's weird, and it's combustible because of the guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of downside with that potential approach.
Well, yeah, because obviously prospects take a good amount of time to establish themselves. Now, listen, maybe Aiden is just a one of one where it comes up immediately. Like, what was it? Seager was up at 21, and then
look, Harper won an MVP at 22. It does happen. It's rare.
Harper's
Harper. Exactly. It's most likely it's going to take Crawford and Painter and Miller and these guys a few years to get to where they're ultimately going to be, if they're going to be good,
And especially, I actually think there's a better chance of Crawford and Miller being like hit the ground running and being valuable big league players than Painter. And that's not a knock on Painter. It's just these I'm trying to think of the last high school kid that came up, was a top pitching prospect, and it didn't take him a couple years to figure the league out. I just think with Painter, there's going to be some rough spots. I mean, if he pitches to a 4 ERA this year, that's a win at the big league level. That is 100% a win. And then he gets another full year of health under his belt, and then you kind of go from there. It's like age 25, 24, 25 for these guys. That's 2 years from now. Like that's when you can really expect them to be ready to carry the weight of the franchise on their shoulders. So again, a part of that is exciting. Like that is, for all I hear about, and people got to make up their minds, James. They got to make up their minds of, do you want to call the prospects up or do you want to build through free agency? Because you have to give these guys opportunities to fail, and you can't do the whole, well, the Phillies don't call them up till they're 30, blah, 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 blah. But also be annoyed when they're not spending all the money in the world to go, give them the best chance to win the World Series this year. So
I agree with that philosophically. You're not wrong. And I do agree that the kids need to play if they're going to come up. But I mean, expectations are set by the situation you're in. And this team has set a level of expectation for this fan base where, and look, we can both be excited about the future and excited about the kids playing and stuff, but the vast majority of this fan base is not excited about that. They're not excited about the potential to maybe compete, maybe get in the playoffs and lose it. Like, people are mad. Like, the Phillies are in a situation right now where they have a fan base that is angry. Like, they are mad at the Phillies. And if they come out and these kids are like, I am concerned for Painter, for Crawford, for Miller, because what you talked about is correct. Like, I don't expect any of these to come up. There'll be flashes, but I don't expect them to come up and just kick ass right away. Like, that's almost definitely not going to happen. Yet, though, because of the situation they're being put in, where this is a team that is World Series or bust for a fan base, like, these kids are being put in a really tough position. Like, you are asking these kids to step into a pressure cooker of a situation in a city that is, tough to play in. We know that. Like, I'm concerned for these kids. Like, if Painter struggles right away, he's going to get crushed. If Crawford struggles, we're going to hear they could have Bader. Like, that's going to come up all year long if Crawford stinks. And that's a bad spot to start your career. And it's not an ideal spot, if nothing else.
That's where the defenders come out, baby. That's what we're going to have to band together. Come on. Back to back, Braveheart style, Lord of the Rings style, where and just defend, protect that wall. You got to protect the wall. You can't let the wall fall. You gotta be better than that. You got to be above that. The wall of criticism is going to come these kids' way. Let them live. Let them play. It's not their fault they're put in this situation.
I agree.
You're right. They have set the expectation of World Series or bust. That's why you gotta lower your expectations. You got just take it down.
If we didn't already have a great pod title, lower your expectations is a pretty great pod title too.
But if you lower your expectations, it's going to be enjoyable. It's why the Sixers season's been so fun, because I don't care when they lose. And when they win, it's like, oh, this is fun again. And then beats fun again. Like, you gotta lower the expectations.
I don't think this is gonna go over well.
Expectations are what set up disappointment. Do you want to live in disappointment? Like, you're not getting Nate Shieldhouse to coordinate this offense. Get ready to learn.
Get ready for Matt Nagy or Jim Bob Cooter. Like, get ready. That's happening.
Ready.
Lock it in.
The Flyers are heading into purgatory. We're all in the 2030s mindset. It's okay.
I thought you were supposed to make me feel better.
So I was actually,
like, by the end of the pod, you're gonna be jumping and saying yay.
It's crazy how many of the top pitchers in baseball were college guys. Hunter Brown, I believe, was high school. Hunter Green,
he struggled at first too.
He did struggle. Hunter Green struggled and now is figured it out. But Hunter Green was Painter. I mean, Painter was like him. Wheeler's a good one, but Wheeler also didn't break out till super late.
Wheeler forever, yeah.
But a lot of these guys are college kids. I mean, so I'm just, that's my thing with Painter, where obviously I can't wait for him, but I would caution thinking he has to still like mature pitching wise, and like Jose Fernandez probably won't happen. Where Jose Fernandez, as a high school kid, blows the rankings and comes up and is unbelievable since from day one. So if he pitches to a 4, it's easy to say in January. All of this is very, very easy to say in January. But if Andrew Painter pitches to a 4 ERA this year, it's a win. It's a win.
So I agree with you. I just I know it's not going to be seen that way.
I know it's not.
I just envision a baseball season of you battling people on WIP.
Oh man, it's going to be. Well, I was already battling people yesterday.
I'm sure you were.
Like, all right, Cole Hamels in 06.
Yes.
23 starts. It's a win. 132 innings pitched. 4.0.
He was older, right? He was like 23 at that point.
22.
Okay, so Painter's age.
4.08 ERA. Just accept it. Just accept it. And if he's again, Andrew Painter, lower your expectations. You are not watching a 2.5 ERA guy from day one. Get ready to learn a 4 ERA. This is like this is what you have to do. This is what you have to do. Is this sending a good message?
I don't think so.
No. Well, I was battling someone yesterday.
I mean, the whole message you're sending is lower your expectations. Like that's it. That's everything you're saying is coming back to just, hey guys, lower your expectations for the season.
But it's also kind of fun.
You lost me there. I agree with you. You are correct. Like people will be less upset if they lower their expectations.
Yes.
I don't want to lower expectations.
Lower them.
Do it, Jack.
Lower them. If you lower them,
title.
But here's why you gotta lower them. Because if they exceed them, then you're happy.
Trust me. So this is Emily's whole philosophy on life. Emily is like all about lower expectations for everything, and you're pleasantly surprised. Like that is her ethos.
Sounds beautiful. I mean,
yes,
it sounds like
am. Obviously, Emily and I being opposites. Not my ethos in life. Not the way I go about things.
That's why you see fish.
Awesome,
that's why you've seen fish 17,000 times because they always keep raising the bar. They keep raising the bar.
It's unbelievable show every time.
Unbelievable.
Your guy John Mayer, giving all the shout outs to Bob Weir, RIP, the great Bob Weir.
Yeah, listen, I used to be
imagine being John Mayer and you have all kinds of options in life. You're like a freaking superstar. You're a talented, handsome one, and you're like, I'm going to give a decade of my life to play this other band's music. That's how great the Grateful Dead are. That's how amazing.
Wow. That's how great John Mayer is.
And he was willing to give he's like, I would rather be Jerry Garcia as much as I can than be myself. That's what he said.
Well, yeah, I mean, he felt like he had to put them on the map. So you gotta appreciate what he did for the band. And really, I think if he could go back and never record Your Body Is Wonderland, I think he would do it.
I agree with that, actually. Yes.
Because he's way too good for the sticking point being Your Body Is Wonderland. So I feel like he's basically spent the last 15 years trying to make sure that people understand how good he is. And I think that's really the reason why he is doing all of this. That's a good deep dive on John Mayer about the 17-minute mark of this podcast.
That's what we're doing.
That's what we do. You don't need to lower expectations when you go to a John Mayer show.
That's true, because he's playing with the Grateful Dead.
Oh, man, when he plays Gravity, you hear a little like...
Gravity.
Oh, come on, man. So...
Have you listened to Little Feat yet, by the way?
No.
You're really Elliot Shore Parksing on me. I always give you credit. Tucker knows. Shout out to our producer, Tucker. Whenever we're doing a Go Birds pod, and Elliot will never watch any of the million movies that I suggest to him, even when I say, like, I picked this movie because I think you will like it, like, strictly for you. And then I'll always say, when I say stuff to Jack, he always listens. He always watches. And I always give you credit.
Yeah. Little Feat's the one that I haven't totally dove in on yet.
I love it. It's Southern Swamp Rock. It's like right up your alley. Love it.
Yeah, I'm surprised I never heard of them before, frankly.
I am too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Lower your expectations. Lower your expectations and everything will be. I mean, just making it out of the divisional round is a win this year.
Oh,
right?
What a thrill. Can we get to an LC? Yes. That's the goal this year. You're right.
They've won 2 playoff games in the last 2 postseasons.
You're not wrong, honestly.
2 playoff games in the last 2 postseasons.
Honestly, since game 6 against the Diamondbacks, they've been a disaster.
Well, yeah, they lost those two at home. They won one postseason game in 24, and they won one postseason game in 25. And the 25 team won 96 games, and they had a 2 top 5 MVP guy, a top 2 Cy Young guy. How do you feel about Sanchi pitching for
I
the
hate
Dominican
it.
team?
You know I hate it. I don't want. I wish the Phillies as a team were like, we're not doing this. Sorry, guys. We owe our fan base our best this year. We have come too close. We've gone backwards, and we know how much Philadelphia cares about us and invests in us. Honestly, it's funny because, again, I'll shout out Tucker. Tucker asked me before he came in, Jack, and I'll throw this question at you. I said no to Tucker's question, but he said, outside of trading for Scooble or something, is there anything the Phillies could do to get the fan base back in for the season? I said no, but I'll tell you, if every player on the Phillies said, we're banding together as a team, we are not going to the WBC. I know it's important, but we are winning World Series here because we care most about that. Like, honestly, I do think that Philadelphia would get behind that. I really do.
Well, I don't want them to. I want Harper and Schwarber.
I know, because you don't care about the regular season anymore. WBC is as much of a highlight as anything. You'd see your Phillies playing a competition. Wow, it's so exciting. Go Phillies. Woo!
Well, it might actually be the biggest moment of the season for it.
It might. It might. How sad is that?
I don't want any pitchers pitching in it, obviously. And Nola pitching for Team Italy is still a joke. But Sanchi could do what he wants.
Well, it seems like he didn't want to and got pressured into it, right? Isn't that like kind of the vibe?
Yeah, I guess. And I think the Phillies had to give him clearance to do it. But obviously, with pitching 200 innings last year, I hope he just let him throw 3 innings and get out of there. We don't need to go set. If I see Chris Sanchez pitching into the 7th, I will be beside myself. But I would like to see the U.S. guys play for the Team USA. Just no pitchers. Although Brad Keller's on Team USA, which I forgot about. So equally as exciting. So is there any?
You've smiled this whole pod, and you're making me smile, and I resent it. Nice. It's not time to smile about the Phillies, Jack.
It's come on, man. Hey, at the end of the day. They're still the Phils. You know what I mean? They're still the Phils. They're still the best. Might be
the best point you've made all
day. They're still the best. So if there's any move that could excite the fan base.
Yes.
I do think people would be excited about Eugenio if they signed him. And I think, honestly, if they just traded Bohm, I think people would be excited about it.
You're not wrong. Yes.
I think we've got to that point.
I don't think it would raise like expectations, but it would raise excitement. Yes.
No raising. Lower. But I think that Eugenio, just from the standpoint of getting someone who could hit
some bombs,
40 homers, and strike out a million times.
Another mid-30s guy, add him to the group.
Actually older, yeah. Well, I mean, he's
like
older
35
than
or something, right?
Yeah, that's what we do. Might only be a 1-year deal. Come on, man.
Better only be a 1-year deal.
You're not going to pay Bohm anyway. Just, come on.
Dude, I had Eugenio in my perfect offseason. I'm in. Like, you preach, brother.
So Eugenio would get people excited if they came out of nowhere and traded for Jarren Duran or Stephen Kwan. I mean, I think that would excite people.
That would be incredibly surprising, but yes.
Yes, incredibly. Yeah, of course. Stephen Kwan was not on the Shredders' top 10 left fielders, but Brandon Marsh was. I want that on the
Who is the Shredders? Is that
the Shredders? Yeah, the Shredder is their computer, I guess.
It's horrible. Throw the computer in the trash.
And then the fan voting had Stephen Kwan as number 1. so
that's awesome.
Yeah, Stephen Kwan's numbers never impress you, but I love watching Stephen Kwan.
Yeah, he's just a good player.
He's a good baseball player and a great left fielder. So I'm a little surprised. I'm actually surprised there hasn't been much Stephen Kwan
movement or talk because he's a free agent after next year.
I think one more year.
Yeah, one more.
Well, they just basically handed the franchise over to Jose Ramirez. They're like $100 million. What are you, crazy?
Like crazy.
So he has this year and next year.
And next year, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a free agent in 2028. So it would have been a good year to maximize that.
I think.
But maybe they could compete this year for sure. The Guardians.
They made the playoffs last year. You know.
I know.
They always can compete. It doesn't matter who's on the team. That's what I go. Super well run. Imagine if they spent what we spent. They would be like a 5-time World Series champ.
I know. Well, again, I was explaining this last night on WIP, but The WIP. The just on point of the prospects and then coming up, you look around the sport now, and all these small market teams have done a pretty good job of signing their star players at a younger age. So they're not hitting free agency the same way that a Harper or Machado or even Bo Bichette this year are hitting it at like 28. Now, when they get over 30, of course, but then you're running the risk of paying older players a lot of money.
Exactly.
So, and when those guys do hit free agency, it feels like they're just freaking Dodgers or Mets at this point. So it becomes even more important for those kids to be good and draft and develop, because the sport is trending towards either the Dodgers can pay them or the homegrown kids are just staying home. So, like, I mean, Gunnar might be the next one. Ellie De La Cruz was turned down an offer from the Reds. There was like hints of him being the first $1 billion player.
Yeah, okay.
Let's take it down a notch a little bit.
Let's take it down a few notches, all right? Great player. Let's not get carried away here.
But I do think the sport is also trending towards a lot of these.
Now, Connor Griffin, if he weren't in Pittsburgh, maybe the first, but I'm just kidding.
I mean, they should extend him
right now. Dude, extend him now. I know he doesn't need to play in the majors. Just extend him.
Dude, Skeensy, Griffin, Jared Jones. It's a shame
that they won't add anything else to it, you know?
No. They should sign Eugenio, but regardless.
We got the trade Skeens and trade Griffin. I mean, what are we doing here?
Francisco Renteria's biggest comp is?
Connor Griffin.
Come
on, man.
Come on, man. They're saying Connor Griffin.
I love when they comp like 17-year-olds to like 21-year-olds. I'm like, all right, can we
Connor Griffin is like 19
20 or whatever. 19. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's just like, what are we doing here?
By the way, the Guardians had the first pick in that draft and didn't take Connor Griffin or who else is in that draft?
Yeah, that's for obvious reasons. They knew they weren't going to pay him, so they're getting out in front of it.
So they drafted Travis Bonanza, Bazana. Hold on. Who was the other guy in that draft that I'm now blanking on? Oh, all right, so that draft was Bazana 1. Chase Burns went 2. Oh, Nick Kurtz. He went 4.
Nick Kurtz. He's pretty good.
Yeah. So they could have drafted Kurtz and they could have drafted Connor Griffin.
Bring him home. Go get Nick Kurtz.
We will. In a couple of years.
Okay, good.
Yeah, 2032 when Bryce retires. We're gonna get Nick here for sure.
That's when Bryce's contract extension kicks in. We just haven't announced it yet.
Yeah, can't wait.
All right,